Hey, what's up, my peoples? EmGo here, the freaking geek himself, and welcome to another exciting episode of EmGo Build Stuff, the series where I teach you how to know when it's a trap. You have to know. But moving on with the Fanhome Star Wars Millennium Falcon kit, we are on stage 31. So let's take a quick look through the magazine. Let's see what we got here. The Naboo N1 Starfighter. That's a lovely ship right there. Handcrafted and elegantly shaped, the Naboo N1 Starfighter is almost a relic from another time, pretty much. Easily recognized by its yellow and chromium finish, the N1 combines functionality and style, and following the Trade Federation's invasion, played an important part in the liberation of Naboo. And we got that guy. Things and stuff and things. You see them on the soundstage there, shooting scenes. What have we got here? The R2 Astromech, R2D2. There you go. Look at all that stuff coming out of him. He's just loaded with stuff. All his bits and pieces and odds and ends, bits and bobs. There we go. There's some concept sketches there for R2. And of course we have our parts, instructions. So there you have the magazine. Here we have our parts. So let's get down to it. Cause ain't nothing to it but to do it. Right? All right. Okay. Get this sliced. Get all this out. Get out of my life. So what do we have? We have another bit of hull that I don't think we're using. A little padding for the jig. Frame parts, we will be using these. Various screws of various shapes, colors, and sizes. And air suction of the jig. I think the only thing we're using in this stage are the frame parts. Get all this out. So yeah, we have another radial rib here, the connector for it. Alrighty. So now let's bring in our instrucciones. Hay que instrucciones. Oi! Alright, so here we have the rundown of everything, and everything is accounted for. Lovely. So now we're going to be assembling the bottom frames. Cool. Alright. So the first thing I'm going to do is just finish this off. So we have the rest of the jig, our little workbench here. And we'll just put little pads on this and get this connected, and it will finish up the jig. Go, little pad there, little paddy right there. All right, so now we can bring everything in. All right, so here we have everything, and now it's time to just attach the last part of the jig here, and we're done with this. If we can. Work with me. Work with me, jig. There we go. Okay, there we go. We have our completed jig. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Okay, so now it's time to expand the frames. We're going to be starting right here. And we're going to begin with frame 38. That's going to sit right in here, like that. And we're going to need little black screws. That's right, lots of little black screws. So many little black screws. So just get this in place. Get this started. I just realized there's not a screw right here. There needs to be a screw there. Let's put that one in. Why is there not a screw there? There should have been a screw there. Apparently I forgot to put a screw there. There we go. Now there's a screw there. Okay. So now, let's get this last one in. Right in here. There we go. And now, screw. We screw yet again to a galaxy far, far away. Okay, that was nice and snug. And that one is nice and snug. Okay, lovely. There should be one right here also, right off camera. Should be one right here also. I don't know if they're telling me to put that one in, but I'm going to do it anyway. Because it's my prerogative. Captain's prerogative. I won't tighten it too much though. Okay, so we did that. So now we bring in frame 37. And it's going to go right underneath it. You can guess what we're going to use. Little black screws. That rhymed and everything. My God. Okay. So, let's get this in place here. All right. Another one. It's going to sit right there. And we'll get these in snuggened. Okay. Snug. And snug. Lovely. Alrighty, so last but not least, this is frame 36. That's going to live right there. So again, little black screws. All the little black screws. So many little black screws. So many. It's gotten to the point where the term little black screw has lost all meaning to me. I don't even know what it means anymore. There we go. Ah. Go. Add in place. Snug. And snug. Alrighty. Okay. Lovely, lovely, lovely. So at this point now, we need to assemble another radial rib. Some more radial ribbage. And again, we have our connector, and as usual, one side is threaded, one side is not. The threaded side, if you're looking at it like this, the threaded side should always be on the left. And I'm going to use these brass screws. These are included in this pack. So there's no confusion here. Just use the screws that they give you with the stage. And we'll just get these in. Okay. So as usual, this will take 4 in total. Then we take the other bit and get that in its place. Get another brass screw. And get this in snuggened. I always like to start off with the end ones first, because that just kind of holds everything in place. And then you can put it in the middle too. Just seems like the best way to do it. For me anyway, as always, you use whatever method works best for you. Methodology is usually an individual thing, as far as I'm concerned anyway. Alright, last one. Okay. Get that in snuggened. There we go. Now I can snug all this up. Snug. And snug. And snug. Lovely. Okay, so now this is going to be laying right here. That's going to sit right there. And guess what? Little black screws. That's what we need. Oh Lord, very noisy. Sorry about that. Okay, little black screws. Here they are. Let's get all of our little black screws in. And get all this secured up. Gotta say, this is coming along quite nicely. I'm loving this. Okay. Just kind of staggering the order of the installation here. Just to get everything just kind of secured up, and then I will unsnuggen. Alrighty. Okay. So last one right here. Going. Okay, now we can snug all these up. Snug. 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 And last one. Guess what? Snug. That was already nice and snug. Okay. So, that seems like that's living pretty well. It seems like that's a little off though, because this should be sitting like in this notch here, and it's kind of not. So let me see if I can adjust this real quick here. There we go. Now we got that sitting in its place, sitting in the groove. I just had to loosen this screw right here, and this section here just dropped down, and that popped right where it needed to go. So that is now in its place, sitting beautifully. And there you go. And that is all there is to do in this stage. All right, so here is what we did in this stage. We finished up the jig. We expanded our frame. We have a whole piece here, of course, to use at a later date. And yeah, that is it for stage 31. So there you go. Now, as always, if you would like to sign up for your own Millennium Falcon kit, there'll be a link in the description down below for you to check out. And if you missed any stage of this build, there is a playlist in the description down below as well for you to check out at your leisure. You can watch this lovely hunk of junk take shape before your very eyes. So there you go. As always, I hope you enjoyed this exciting episode of EmGo Build Stuff. And remember, you don't stop playing because you grow old. You grow old because you stop playing. Be geek. Be proud. May the force be with you. And palm in your face.